finally, we're about to meet one of the most beloved Bridgerton siblings. Francesca was almost completely absent in the previous 2 seasons of the series, and now we discover that the actress has been recast. Let's start off with the most asked questions regarding this character. Where was she in season 1?
Sister! Francesca! Oh, it's so wonderful to see you.
Francesca Bridgerton, a character played by Ruby Stokes, is one of the 2 characters missing from the series. Simon is the other one, with the actor who plays the character deciding not to return for the 2nd season, explaining that his appearance was always meant to be a 1-season arc. But what about the younger Bridgerton sibling? Where exactly was she throughout the first installment of the show? Since we're talking about a Bridgerton family member, it was really weird that she hasn't made an appearance until the finale of season 1. This is why fans kept asking the creators for an explanation, and finally, we have one. In fact, the creators have tried to give an explanation regarding her absence near the end of the first season, but this wasn't enough. The writers simply included a storyline that claims she's away. That was it, and it was even weirder that her family acted as if she didn't exist. She's around a lot more in the source material, with her even having a book that features her as the lead character on a quest for love. The Bridgerton series on Netflix is based on a collection of romance novels by Julia Quinn. Each book tells the love story of a different Bridgerton sibling. For those of you who aren't familiar, there are 8 siblings, and each of them has a book in which their quest for love is narrated. Francesca is the younger sister of Daphne, a character that was the lead of season 1, along with her love interest Simon Bassett, the Duke of Hastings. The 2nd installment then brought a different central couple, Anthony and his love interest Kate Sharma. The first installment of the Netflix series is based on the first novel, The Duke and I. The second one is based on the second novel, The Viscount Who Loved Me. Francesca is expected to be the lead character in season 6, which would be based on the book When He Was Wicked. But since Netflix decided not to follow the order of the books, with season 3 focusing on Penelope and Colin instead of Benedict and his love interest Sophie, we might see Francesca's story sooner than expected. Now, where exactly was this character all this time? In the Bridgerton season 1 finale, After the Rain, it was revealed that the youngest sibling has spent almost 1 year in Bath. She was there with her aunt Winnie. Now, Francesca's absence was not a plot hole. The explanations given by the writers might sound foolish at first, but the thing is, they had to do it this way in order for us to see a proper introduction. Not only was this character gone for the entire first season, but she was also nowhere to be found in the 2nd installment. The creators decided to explain her absence by including her in 3 episodes of season 2. Still better than 0, right? Anyway, fans thought it was really odd that the character only appeared at family gatherings and stuff like that, but according to the creators, they couldn't film more scenes with the character because of Ruby Stokes. Stokes had to leave the series shortly after she finished season 1 because she had a really busy schedule with another Netflix TV show. This is also the reason for the writers recasting the role.
I thought 4 brothers enough, but returning to 5 is quite nice. Simon, when will I be able to visit Cliveden?
Francesca has been recast and will be played by a new actress, Hannah Dodd. As previously mentioned, Ruby was unable to film the upcoming seasons of the series, so the creators decided to do a recast. It has been also confirmed that you need to smash that like button if you haven't done it already. No, seriously. We also know that Dodd, along with the cast for the show's 3rd season, will begin production over the summer. Ruby Stokes revealed that she'll no longer play the character in March this year. She'll instead focus on another project, the Netflix thriller Lockwood & Co. As for Dodd, fans already know that she's leading a thriving acting career, with plenty of roles under her belt. She has starred in Anatomy of a Scandal as a younger version of Sienna Miller's character, Sophie. She was the lead character of Flowers in The Attic: The Origins, and in the sequel of Enola Holmes 2. What do you guys think of the recast? Is Dodd a good fit for the character? Let us know before we get into details and spoilers about the story of Francesca Bridgerton.
And where, may I ask, is our intrepid Viscount?
He is back from courting already.
Prior to the announcement about Penelope and Colin being the central couple for the next installment, we expected to see Francesca as the lead character in the potential 6th part of the series. Her story comes after the one about Eloise's. Now, here are some spoilers from the source material. In the book series, the fan-favorite character is given a love interest named Michael Sterling. Sterling is the 9th Earl of Kilmartin, and they're given a happily ever after and have 2 children together. But Francesca's story is much more complicated than this. In fact, it's more complicated than the ones of her siblings. We don't know whether Netflix will include each storyline of the story, and we really hope they do. The thing we know about her first love interest is that he's a bit of a playboy. This is until he meets the love of his life, which will change him forever. There are a lot of deep issues that the 6th book of the series book explores, and even though this is one of the most heartbreaking books you'll ever read, there are a lot of fans who claim that out of the 8 novels, Francesca's Story is the best one.
What is it truly to admire a woman?
As previously mentioned, this is one of the most beloved characters in the series, but fans who have read the novels claim that her love story is the best one out of the entire book series. You see, these books often feature an exploration of deep issues, such as the one from the first installment with Simon and his father. But the story about the youngest sibling is still in the #1 spot, which only explains the fact that a lot of fans found it odd that she was absent from the first 2 seasons. The youngest sibling of the family finds love easily, with her falling in love with John Sterling, the Earl of Kilmartin, and quickly marrying him. But John's closest friend is his cousin Michael, who's keeping a major secret. He has feelings for Francesca, but makes sure his cousin and his wife never find out about this. After 2 years of being happily married, John dies in his sleep, and his wife discovers that she's pregnant shortly after the death of her husband. If this wasn't awful enough, she miscarries.
Not only are these paper stocks identical, but the letter K's, they are slightly misshapen in the exact same.
She goes through a very difficult time and spends most of the time with her family. As for her friendship with Michael, they lose touch for some time until years later they see each other again. You see, Michael has just returned home after spending years in India. He ran away there in order to cope with the fact that John is no longer alive. The thing that makes the story even more heartbreaking is the fact that he's dealing with malaria now. And then Michael and Francesca reconnect, with her realizing that she has feelings for him. Netflix confirmed that it's time for you to smash that subscribe button and notification bell, so you'll never miss any of our videos in the future.
Danbury, don't appear scandalized. You relish this frivolity nearly as much.
Back to the couple. Over some time, the two realize they're in love with each other, and while the love they have for each other is stronger than anything they've ever felt, they still feel guilty because of John. But the end of the book gives them the happily ever after they deserve. This is perhaps the most complex novel from the book series, and we can't wait to see if Netflix will stay loyal to the source material. We think they should. Do you?